Joe Denley.
Here we go. Here with Joe Denley. Joe, a personal milestone for you, another century, but for Kent it's 5 wins in a row. Looks like, as we speak, that qualification for at least the knockout stages is guaranteed for Kent. You started the series with 2 wins. What's been the key to the turnaround, do you think? With 2 defeats, sorry. What's been the key to the turnaround?
Just sticking with it, I think. Just having that character and the belief to come back. You know, we've got a real good feeling around the dressing room at the minute, and that's important. Not only in the dressing room, but just around the club. I think there's a real good feeling. Everyone pulling in the same direction, and we knew if we, just got 1 win under our belt and got a bit of momentum, then the wins would come. And there's enough quality within our squad to, have performances like our last couple of games. And, real good momentum at the minute.
And this victory, 3-2-2, Gloucestershire said. What were your thoughts at half time?
About par, I reckon. I thought we dragged it back pretty well with the start they had. They never really, I suppose, kept wickets in the shed to really make the most of those last 15 to 10 overs. Although they did play pretty well, but up to a reasonable total. I always felt in the game at 320. We played the other day against Surrey and got near a 400, and perhaps they maybe should have got around that kind of mark, but without anyone sort of going through and getting a big score for them, it made it pretty tough. And, I was pretty happy, pretty confident. We've been batting pretty well, and it was nice for myself and Heino to go through and get us over the line.
Big partnership and back-to-back tons for Heino Kuhn. I mean, we're starting to run out of superlatives for him. He's been quite a signing, though. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, he's been a rock, to be fair, within our batting order in all forms. It's been tough in the Championship, but he's looked good in these tough times. And in one-day cricket, being promoted up to the top of the order, he's taken on that responsibility quite superbly. Like you say, 2 back-to-back hundreds. And really leading by example. We know he's a quality player. He's played international cricket, and really showing that now, and giving us a great platform to go on and chase these big totals.
And looking at where you are in the group now, 2nd in the group, and Essex are 3rd, who you play on Wednesday. A win there, possibly even top in the group. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but I mean, the position that you're in, it's looking like the knockout stage is more or less confirmed. How does that feel from the start you've had and from the cricket you played this summer?
Yeah, it feels great, especially like you say after those first couple of games. But we know obviously Essex they're going to be a tough challenge. It's always a good game over at Chelmsford, and looking to take this confidence, this momentum into that game, and try and get a home quarter. That would be ideal.
A little bird tells me that there's a Twitter campaign, #GetStevo to Lords. Can you drag the old man all the way to the home cricket, you think?
Be nice to get him there, obviously. Although I still reckon he's got a few more years in him yet. So look, a Lords final would be fantastic, but that's a long way away yet. And it's important not to get too ahead of ourselves and just continue game by game and keep building on the momentum.
And your performances, we asked you at the end of last season about possible national recognition. Obviously, the groundswell certainly at Kent. Looking at what you're doing, the 150 you got earlier in this series, and the 78 and 100 back to back. Do you feel like you're in the sort of form that could take you to that stage?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about my game at the minute. Obviously, with a few scores in this one-day competition, and I'm not focused on playing for England at all. Just my main focus is just trying to score runs for Kent and win games for Kent. I went through a tricky period when I did play for England, got dropped, and all my focus was on trying to get back in that England team, and kind of went missing for a year or 2. So I've got a real focus now on just performing for Kent and enjoying my cricket. And, if recognition comes from that, then great. If not, I'll just keep scoring runs.
I just find it, for me, it occurs to me that, see, from the outside looking in with Sam North East departure, and before the signings happened, people were wondering what direction Kent were going in. Are you always confident in the close season that you could put together these kind of results?
Yeah, I was. I think there was a lot of obviously losing Sam, losing Matt, 2 very, very good players. So there was a rebuilding kind of phase that took place, and I think we signed obviously very well, with Matty and Heino coming in. Harry Podmore's come in and done really well. And just getting the feeling right and the culture right within the changing room has been really important. We're not a team full of superstars, we know that, but we've got a really strong unit, and yeah, we enjoy each other's company and love representing Kent County Cricket Club. You know, it's proven to be a winning formula so far.